What's up, guys? Alright, so in case you guys don't know, if you go check out my Spanish playlist, you'll probably see a video on there called Lotería, which is me explaining the game of Lotería. And if you don't know what it is, it's pretty much bingo, like what we have, but it's the Mexican version of it. So if you go watch that video on my Spanish playlist, you guys might notice something different. That was just me explaining the game in that video on my playlist. But did you know that there's actually some history behind it? Yup, there's some history behind the game Lotería, and I'm going to be explaining it to you. But before we get into it, let me explain the game first and how to play, because some of you guys might not know how to play. That's not an insult. I'm just being honest. You know, some of you guys out there might not know how to play the game, so let me just explain it to you. Okay, so Lotería is bingo, kind of like what we have, but it's the Mexican version of it. Okay, so here's the things that come with it. You have a paper, right, with a bunch of words on it. Yes, the words are in Spanish. I'm not too sure what you were expecting, but the words are in Spanish. And you have a deck of cards. And you also have beans. Why do you have beans? Well, I'll explain that a little later. Okay, so each person who's playing the game gets a piece of paper with pictures and the word on it. Yes, the words are in Spanish once again. And another person has the deck of cards, right? So say I have the deck of cards and I pull one out. And on the card it says La Botella, which means bottle in Spanish for anybody who's wondering. Whoever has La Botella on their piece of paper, they have to take a bean. Now this is where the beans come in. They have to take a bean and put it on their paper. Now the beans kind of act like a quote-unquote substitute for the little, like, I didn't even know what they're called, but like, you know, like the little like round coin thingies that we have in regular bingo. So yeah, so instead of the round coin thingies, they're beans. Yup, the actual food. So you put a bean on whatever word you have, if you have that word. Now the first one to complete their entire grid wins the game. It's kind of like regular bingo, guys. You know, in regular bingo, you got to complete your entire paper, and in the Lotería, you got to do the same thing. But instead of yelling out bingo when you're done, you yell out the word Lotería. So yeah, so that's the game. Lotería. Now in case you're wondering, have I played the game? No. Do I have it? Yes, I do actually. Now let me show it to you. Here's the game. Juego de Lotería. Lotería game. And actually, I'm actually going to open this for you guys on camera right now, just so you guys can see what comes inside. So yeah, so let me just open this real quick. So this game, I actually never opened it up and played with it before. This is my first time. This is my first time opening it up on camera with you guys, because I got this as a Christmas present. And from last year all the way to now, I never opened this thing one time. So this is going to be my first time opening it for you guys. And yeah, I'll show you guys what comes with it. Alright, guys. Alright, so yeah, so let me flip the camera around. Hold up. Let me just flip the camera around. And let me flip the camera around. Let me put it right here. Okay, so this is what comes with it. Okay. First off, we got these. And okay, so we got these things. Now these are the pieces of paper that I was talking about, okay? Okay, yeah, so these are the pieces of the paper right here. These right here are the cards, the cards that you pull from the deck, stuff like that. And these things right here, funny fact, when I open this, these are actually, the things that you put on, your card, which really surprised me because usually people play this. People don't use these, man. People don't use these. These are mostly used in bingo. People use beans for this, not these things. But it was included in the box, so it's part of the box. So let me give you an example. Okay, so pretend I'm playing, right? Okay, so alright, hold on. So let me just move all this stuff out of the way first. Okay. So somebody pulls something from the deck, right? And let's say I got el tambor, which means a drum set. So what that means is, if I have it, I gotta take one of these things off, put it on here, el tambor, and once I fill all these things up with these things, I say loteria, and then that's it. You win the game. Okay. All right. So that's like a visual perspective, a little perspective on how to play the game. All right. So that's enough of me talking about the game and me showing you guys how to play it. Now let me talk about what you guys mostly came here for, the history. Now get ready, because this is actually pretty cool. When I found this out today. Okay, so the game Loteria originates. It goes far, far, far back. Like, I'm talking about the 15th century. We're talking about the 15th century here, people. So Loteria goes all the way back to the 15th century. And get this, it didn't originate in Mexico. It actually originated in Italy. Mind-blowing, right? For those of you who didn't know that, that's going to be mind-blowing to you. Okay, so the game originated in Italy first. They were the first people to invent it. They were the first people to come up with it. And ever since then, it became a common tradition in Italy. Then the game Loteria moved on from Italy to France. Then the French started to play Loteria also, and then again it became a common tradition in France. So now we have both Italy and France. Then after France, it moved on to Mexico, where we all know it today as Loteria. So pretty much it started in Italy, it moved on to France, and it moved on to Mexico. That's pretty much the history about it, guys. It started in Italy, then it moved on to France, then it moved on to Mexico, and we know it today as a common Mexican tradition. So that's pretty much the game, Loteria, and the history about it. So yeah, so if you guys have never played this game, I never played it, but I'm going to, it seems pretty fun. So yeah, so if you guys have played it before, let me know how it was. And yeah, I will see you guys on the next Spanish lesson. Peace out, y'all.